think you understand Japan? You might be completely wrong. Hello everyone, it's Mana. So, I've seen so many videos and comments from foreigners saying things like, Japanese men are like this, Japanese people think that. And some of them are quite negative, like looking at Japan through a very thick filter. Honestly, a lot of it makes me raise an eyebrow. Most of these ideas come from one or two bad experiences or rumors that spread online. I understand though, I've had some strange and awkward experiences abroad as well, but one moment does not define the whole country. So today, I'm going to break 7 myths that so many people believe about Japan and Japanese people. If you think you already know us, you might be surprised. So, let's dive in. The first big misunderstanding is this idea that the Japanese women are shy. I'm not saying nobody is shy here, of course, but many Japanese women only seem shy at first. We just don't usually start chatting to strangers straight away. And if the person is a foreigner, some women worry about their English or what to say, and then they freeze. In Japan, we are taught to avoid bothering others, so we don't just jump into conversations unless we need help or there's a clear reason to talk. It's not fear, it's manners. Once we feel comfortable and have a little conversation, we open up quickly, and many Japanese women are actually warm, funny, and very easy to talk to once the ice is broken. The second myth is that most Japanese women prefer older men. A lot of men in Japan believe this, but honestly, it completely depends on the person. I have friends who married younger guys, and I've dated the younger guys myself. Here's my personal take. Women usually mature a bit faster, so when we are students, we often admire someone older, that cool senpai energy. But as we grow up, what we look for changes. It's not about the number, it's about maturity, emotional stability, and sharing similar values. And for Japanese men too, many guys actually prefer someone around their own age, but as they get older and focus more on their career, a lot of them start to appreciate women who are confident and emotionally mature, not just someone younger. Of course, there are also men who love young idol groups. Maybe they enjoy that cute, innocent image. Who knows? So, it's not the older man equal perfect boyfriend. It's a man with a mature heart, truly attractive. The third myth is that Japanese people hate foreigners. I've seen quite a few dramatic videos with this title, but honestly, it's not true. Yes, a small number of people might have stronger negative opinions about other countries, but that's the same everywhere. Most Japanese people don't dislike foreigners at all. We enjoy traveling abroad and we are happy to welcome people to Japan. But there's something important. It's not about being foreign. Anyone would feel uncomfortable if someone breaks public rules, eating on the street in a messy way, or leaves rubbish behind. We wouldn't like that even if the person was Japanese. So the truth is simple. If you respect the local manners, you are absolutely welcome here. We are happy you've come. The fourth misunderstanding is that Japanese women suddenly change their personality after marriage. This one confuses a lot of foreigners, but honestly, do you really think someone can hide their true personality for that long? I don't think so. What actually happens is the relationship changes. After marriage, we become true life partners, so we speak more directly, give advice, or complain when necessary. It's normal. We are building a shared life, not a first date. And let's be real, men also start revealing habits they never showed before. It's not only women. Enjoy your partner's true self. That's the whole point of marriage, right? The fifth myth is that Japan is completely safe. To be honest, I used to believe that too, but things have changed compared to 10 years ago. Of course, Japan is still safer than many places, but recently, we've had more natural disasters because of climate change. Even bears have started coming into towns and attacking people, and sometimes you hear scary news like random knife attacks from strangers. So, it's not 100% safe. We all need to be aware of our surroundings and take care of ourselves. Just like in any other country, Japan is safe, but not a fantasy world. The sixth misunderstanding is that Japanese women only like rich men, which sounds very old-fashioned to be honest. These days, many Japanese women aren't chasing money. We are looking for fulfillment, balanced life, and a partner who respects our time and goals. And if you look at the younger generation, they often want stability. When they were growing up, they experienced the pandemic and couldn't enjoy a normal, peaceful life. So they value security and a calm lifestyle, not just luxury. It's the same in other developed countries. Do people want to enjoy new experiences together, grow together, and feel emotionally supported? Money helps with comfort, but it isn't love. So it's not rich men equal perfect partner. It's a partner who values my life and future. The last myth is that Japanese people lie easily or don't show their true feelings. This misunderstanding often comes from a few cultural concepts like the proverbs "uso mo hoben" and "iwanu ga hotoke" and the idea of tatemae. The first proverb, "uso mo hoben," uso means a lie and hoben can mean a useful way. So some people take this as lies are convenient, so it's fine to lie. But that's not the real meaning. In Japanese culture, a small lie can sometimes be used to avoid hurting someone. If telling the full truth will cause pain or embarrassment, we might soften it or keep quiet. So it's not deception, it's a consideration. There's also another saying, "iwanu ga hotoke," which means better to say nothing. When silence protects the peace, we choose silence. Sometimes keeping quiet avoids unnecessary conflict and keep everyone comfortable. So these lies aren't to cheat or trick others. They are tiny cushions for the heart. And I get many comments about this word, tatemae. It means what we say or show on the surface to keep harmony. It's polite behavior even if it's not exactly how we feel inside. But here's the important part. Japanese people don't usually use tatemae with close friends, family, or partners. With people we trust, we share our honest feelings. Tatemae appears more in business situations. For example, if a client says, "Let's go for a drink someday," and you might feel it's awkward to refuse immediately. So you say, "Yes, sounds great, thank you." Even if you have no intention of going, it's just part of the business etiquette. So both sides understand it's not a real plan. It's a polite surface level conversation to keep the relationship smooth. It's simply professional manners. This way of thinking is very cultural and tatemae is a very Japanese thing, so Japanese people often don't use it with foreigners. We know that cultural rules are different, so we don't expect foreigners to read the atmosphere like Japanese people do. So that's 7 misunderstandings about Japan and Japanese people. They are just my perspective, of course. When I go abroad and face different cultures, different mindsets and behaviors, it's very easy to misunderstand things. Sometimes you feel lonely or you might think, "Why don't they get me?" But once you learn the real meaning behind those actions and intentions, you realize there's nothing to be afraid of. Differences aren't scary, they're just different. I also try my best to understand other cultures when I travel or live abroad because respect always goes both ways. I hope this video helps you learn more about Japan and Japanese people and helps you feel a closer connection with us. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until then, I would be happy if you hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye!